What's up, guys? So I just want to do a quick trade review on a trade that we took this week on NU. Now, this is in the financial sector, really random stock, but the setup was there, so I had to execute and take the trade, right? Um, so here's the thing. This is why we kind of took the trade. So first off, we had this candle here, and I'm not totally sure why I don't have volume on here. There we go. Okay. So if we're looking at the volume, you could see on Friday or whatever day this was, we had some big volume too. It, I'm not sure if news came out, what it was, but it got me interested. So then we also had a squeeze. And then on top of that, we had nice buyer volume the next day. Okay. So when we look at kind of the different time frames here, um, we had a buy signal printing on the weekly time frame. We were testing that IPO high slash all-time high for the stock. You can see the last time we had buy signals on this stock and we had a nice move up. And then we go to the 3 day and you can see we had buy signals back here, played out very nicely. We had a buy signal here. So that also got me interested. Okay. And then on the 2 day, we had buy signals triggering as well. The daily, we had buy signals triggering. I don't remember about the 4 hour. Yep, the 4 hour. We had buy signals triggering. 2 hour doesn't look like we had anything. But okay, so going back to the daily time frame because that was my main focus. We got in on this day here. Now I was chasing a little bit because it was outside of 2 ATR, but I was thinking, okay, we could go retest this high based on the way it is acting. Now, this comes from a little bit of experience, but really what it reminded me of was back in here where we had this gap up, sell off, and then buyers come in the next day with buyer volume. And I don't, I want to say that's not the right example. It actually might have been here. So this is very similar look as well, where we had this gap up um, and on high volume, pulled back, and then kind of bounced from there. It seems to be that is kind of a pattern that likes to take place pretty often. Um, and so I was looking for a similar move like that. I know that's not the best example, but I've seen it happen plenty of times in the past. And so you can see here, we had this gap up, high volume, sell off, and then rebound the next day, which typically that's going to trigger a move back into that previous high. It's not something that I consistently trade. It's just something that I take note of when I'm looking for setups. And so you can see here, we got that pretty nice buyer volume as well. And on top of that, I was basically looking for a move to $13. And we got that move to $13 and was able to cash out on, I think it was about 50, a little over 50% return on these contracts. And kind of the key is we had multiple time frames looking good. We were right near all-time highs. And I was kind of looking for, I didn't know if it was going to happen immediately, like 2 days later, but I was looking for the financial sector to start to break out because we do have earnings season coming up. And I was kind of looking for, okay, can we start to get a move into earnings here coming up? And so XLF, not a great looking chart, but if you do look at the 3 day time frame, it looks like we're trying to get a squeeze going. We're just consolidating sideways. We got a little bit of a bull flag pattern showing up here. So I am thinking, okay, maybe we could push. Now, another name that looks really good as of right now is JPM. You can see we've got buy signals. We're moving right outside the buy zone now. We're right near all-time highs, and that 2 ATR lines up almost perfectly with the previous all-time high. So this is a really good looking chart on the 3 day time frame. The lower time frames have a little bit of work to do, but if you're looking for a move into earnings, which is next month, I think this 3 day time frame could be a great time horizon to trade off of. I'd maybe look for a pullback back into the buy zone, but another one that we're kind of waiting on is APO. This one's got buy signals all over the place. It's just a matter of, okay, when is this thing going to get going? and it's a little bit of an oddball name. It is in the financial sector, so it's the best looking name besides JPM to have exposure to, in my opinion, for the financials. It's just a little bit of a weird stock that's somewhat illiquid. So we'll have to see if it can get something going. But you can see buy signals on the daily time frame. We had buy signals on the 4 hour. How's the 2 day looking? 2 days got some buy signals. 3 day has buy signals, and then the weekly is trying to print a buy signal. Seems like it's went away, but it's really close to having a buy signal. So this is another stock that I'm keeping a close eye on, and seeing if we can get a move up into this 121, 122 area. So NU, just a simple trade, high volume, great looking setup on multiple time frames, strength right near all-time highs. And yeah, so this just turned out to be a great trade. And we were able to cash out a little over 50% return on this trade. I think it still has more room to go. And so if people in the chat are holding runners, they can do so because we do have this weekly squeeze that is getting ready to fire to the upside and with strong volume. So it's definitely a name to keep an eye on. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.